Hey everyone, we are back with our weekly 5 card tarot spread. I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful Libra season and finding some balance and some peace and harmony. So let's get started seeing what's good in this October. Give this one last little shuffle. All right. So let's get started with our spiritual connection card. And here we have the 4 of Pentacles. We saw him last week in another part of the cards. Next, for our health and happiness, we have the Knight of Swords. For our love and relationships, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Move everybody up a little bit here. All right, that's better. For our business and career card, we have the Ace of Swords. And finally, for our overall card, we have the 7 of Swords. So it looks like there's some carryover message from last week. We see again the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. They're in different positions, but when we see them back to back, it's usually because there's some part of that message we really didn't incorporate. So internally here, it looks like we are still needing to set up some boundaries that's still weighing on us. And we're also needing to move forward with some of the thoughts that have been coming up, some of the maybe areas of concern that we haven't been addressing or we haven't been communicating with people. We are just getting ready to come out of Mercury retrograde, and so maybe now you will finally be able to say what you need to say. Externally here, again, we're seeing this 7 of Swords, which is that idea of walking away. But this week, when it's flanked with these other 2 cards here, this is about taking actions towards settling in, right? Which we saw last week. But this week it is figuring out how to start really planting the flag, if you will, here within our relationships and within our business and career here. This Ace of Swords is taking actions on some of these new ideas. And so this is really much more moving our thoughts into action this week. So let's take a look at these individually. So first, here in our spiritual connection card, we have the 4 of Pentacles. We want to make sure that we are setting up some boundaries that are going to help to ground us, that are going to help to create the foundation of our future, of how we are trying to set up our lives. We want to make sure that we are being really intentional about creating a solid foundation to move forward. When you think about that in terms of connecting to spirit, maybe it's creating some rituals, some practices that will get us used to continuously finding joy and comfort and ease in connecting to spirit. Next, for our health and happiness card, here we have the Knight of Swords. So this is about moving forward in our communications, not just talking a good game, but actually moving forward with the thoughts and ideas that are coming into our heads, moving forward the conversations that maybe we couldn't when Mercury was in retrograde. Now we are in a place where being able to say what you need to say is going to come a bit more easily. So get off your chest what needs to be said, and don't be afraid to move forward with your ideas and share with other people, what you're thinking, because getting all of this out is going to make you feel much better. Next, we move on to our love and relationships, and here we have the Knight of Pentacles. When we think about planting seeds from last week, this week it's going to be important to start to take ownership of those seeds that we're planting. If we're saying that these are the things that are going to make us comfortable, we want to have in our lives, whether it's resources or, creature comforts. It's important to stand up for why those things are important to you. People may come along and not want to give you what you're asking for, or try to justify away not supporting you in some particular way in your relationships, but it's going to be really important to stand your ground and stand up for what it is that you are trying to create in your life that's going to give you some comfort, that's going to help ground you in the long run. Next, for our business and career, we have the Ace of Swords. And this card is about taking action and your thoughts all together. So, when you have a new idea, maybe you have an idea for a new product or service within your company, this is about moving that forward. It's not about finding all the answers, waiting till you've mapped out every little tiny detail. This is about allowing your imagination to take over a little bit and start to move some of those things forward. Maybe they won't work out, maybe they will, but you're not going to know until you allow yourself some time and space to sit in that creative energy and just see how it energizes you. See how starting to talk about and move on these little projects is really going to light you up. Last but not least, for our overall card, here we have the Seven of Swords again this week. So we saw this last week. We wanted to move away from some people or situations that we maybe weren't ready for in the past. And overall, because we are really moving forward a lot of pieces in our life this week, this is going to be more important than ever to recognize the things you need to walk away from if they are impeding on your ability to move forward your thoughts in business, move forward the communications you need to have to make yourself happy, plant the seeds and stand your ground on things that will make you feel comfortable in your relationships. If anybody or anything is standing in the way of allowing you those freedoms to move, then it's time to let them go. Those people don't need you to coddle them anymore. They need to recognize that you're doing what you need to do for you, and that has to be your focus, which might be a little hard in this Libra season, but keep that in mind. Keep yourself first.